expose Diddy from beyond the grave, and we need to talk about it. Several pages of the all-tell book that Kim was rumored to have been writing at the time of her death were just published online by Radar Online. In it, she details all of Diddy's behavior, including the time he hit her with a chair and broke her arm.
Watching this, look at what you're doing to the kid, man. I don't even know who I am no more. We in the struggle together, son. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Like, do you call it like Jay-Z or something? Is he like your uncle kind of low-key?
Yeah.
Following the publication of some shocking new chapters from his mother Kim Porter's exposed book, Christian Combs is prepared to tell his father, Diddy, everything. Rumours have long persisted that Kim finished writing a significant book before to her unexplained death. Many people think that during the break-in that occurred shortly after her death, the book vanished. Nevertheless, Whisper instructed her to provide a copy to a reliable acquaintance. Everyone's curiosity was piqued for years by the book's mysteries and the identity of this friend. The truth is now out, and it's worse than anybody could have anticipated thanks to these recently discovered classified papers. The records show that Diddy mistreated Kim Porter in a manner similar to what Cassie was allegedly subjected to. Christian has reached his breaking point as a result of this revelation. The thought of his mother going through this is intolerable to him. Insiders claim that Christian is prepared to assist with law enforcement and provide any pertinent information. So, did Christian really see Diddy abusing his mother, Kim Porter? Did he provide the authorities any proof that he was guilty? Now, let's go more specific.
One big fight. At this time, I'm basically, you know what I'm saying, so I didn't step into the situation, but the situation also didn't escalate to up. It was basically an argument that turned into
To be honest, it's not astonishing in the slightest that Christian would turn against Diddy. Secret keeping has never been this man's strong suit. He sort of let things go a few months ago about Diddy's dubious actions. Perhaps he was attempting to inform us of what the federal authorities had overlooked. Alternatively, maybe he was inexperienced and unaware of the damage he was causing. Let's go back to the period when Homeland Security raided Diddy's estates, in case you're wondering what I mean. During the raid, Christian's laptops and a number of other items belonging to his elder brother Justin were taken, and he was taken into custody. They were also on the verge of being taken into custody. After such a close call, one would assume Christian would keep his head down. False. A complaint was made against Christian by a working lady who claimed that he had mistreated her during their boat vacation. You would think he would be quiet with all that heat, but he's not. Rather, he released his cover of a diss song in which he chastised everyone for calling his father Diddy derogatory things. He boldly rapped, "I dare you ninjas scream out no Diddy" in one of his songs, but all they had to rely on was 50 Cent, the person who made their city famous. Quit lying. Pop has been hated by many men. It's okay, friend. They'll try to stop these MMS, and they will perish trying. Christian's song added to the atmosphere by subtly revealing additional facts about the drama and tension around Diddy and painting an image of defiance and loyalty to his father. So it's not totally amazing that Christian was willing to come clean in light of these latest facts. For some time now, he has been skulking about to reveal the family's dirty laundry. Still, that's not the worst of it all. Christian successfully revealed in a separate line of the song that the FBI may not have discovered the most damaging evidence, since it was hidden in the secret home next door. Christian pounded, demolishing the barriers as if they were little boys burst into both of our cribs. "They missed the one next door, so I hope they are unaware that we have one," he said. "How I all talking like a ninja time up. But ask Shay where's my pop at. He's on the G6 getting the lineup when you get your shines up." Christian was honest in public about his father in broad daylight. Given that he was able to effectively direct the feds to their next area of inquiry, this should never have made it into the drafts. Regardless of the situation, whether deliberate or the product of ignorance, Christian obviously no longer has a lot of affection for Diddy, particularly in light of the most recent information on Kim Porter. It hurts Christian so much to think that Diddy Amama's son, after all, could have contributed to Kim's death. The entire situation is much more unsettling than he could have ever anticipated, even though he most likely heard the murmuring and seen certain things himself. Diddy and Kim used to argue a lot, to the point that Diddy shattered Kim's nose. Rumour has it that Kim Porter, Diddy's girlfriend, injured her nose during a fight aboard Combs' boat in San Tropez. After the occasion, Diddy flew a licensed cosmetic surgeon from Geneva to correct her nose. Porter continued by stating that she struck her nose on a table and had facial pain. Gene Deal, Diddy's ex-bodyguard, has also offered his perspectives on what transpired before this. The tension that exists behind the scenes has been made clear by Deal's statement that he saw the most of the hostility between Diddy and Kim Porter. Deal said that the extent and intensity of the conflict were unknown to the general population. Deal made it plain that he saw Diddy's erratic actions and the growing hostility between him and Kim Porter firsthand. He said that Diddy was in an increasingly tumultuous environment, and that there were times when the disputes became violent.
At home, at Kim's house on 110th Street, he wanted to, put his hands on her in the wrong way. And Kim took one of those corkscrews, his wrist up, and hit an artery. And when she did that, he had to rush over to St. Luke's Hospital.
Rumour has claimed that Kim was working on a book that would include more Diddy anecdotes. The little previews that we have seen have alluded to some really spooky material. A heartwarming narrative about Usher's mother was included in one of the chapters, along with details regarding Diddy's shady connection with Usher, the individuals he slept with, and the video of his alleged homosexual experiences. It also discussed the beatings Kim received and her 2007 shoving of Diddy down the stairs, as well as Diddy's pregnancy with Mary J. Blige and her subsequent abortion. There's a lot of information to take in from the recently released book pages. Kim's mystery pal, who had been keeping the book to himself, allegedly decided to leak a few chapters under false pretenses because he was sick of keeping it a secret. Kim said in a much rumoured memoirs that she was always on edge due to Diddy's violent rage and jealousy. Kim went into great detail about one very terrifying experience when Diddy beat her severely with a chair before driving her to the hospital. Kim said that Diddy became upset when someone else gave her flowers, even though they were no longer together. No, who the F are they from, she confusedly texted Sean. True to herself, Kim said, I don't know, probably just a fan. Diddy wasn't convinced by it. The card he tossed her said, the other night was amazing, we must do it again. As she took it up and read it, she noticed what he had written. Kim tried to provide some insight on the flower's provenance, which infuriated Diddy even more. That's not how this works, he said, flinging the flowers at her. You have my kid with you. You never make contact with someone without my consent. Kim, in a desperate attempt to soothe him, said that she had just gone to coffee with a producer to talk about the potential of becoming a movie star. Diddy, however, was even more enraged by this reply. Racked with wrath, he fell and broke a table. I begged him. Please, Sean, Kim said. What? He cried out. Sean, despite my best efforts to defuse the situation by telling him that you were seeing someone else in public and that he probably wasn't aware of it, you didn't urge him to back off. But then he yelled at me, and things seemed to be becoming hotter. When I didn't, he struck me with a chair out of the blue. That is, until I awoke in a hospital bed with a sling on my arm, my lip and eyebrow hurting badly, and my face aching. The guy who brought me here was the first person I saw. Kim's life with Diddy was horribly described in her book. Diddy is said to have apologized to her after the hospital incident, saying, I was just so jealous. You are aware of my personality. My dear, I apologize. I promise not to touch you ever again. Kim was concerned about her safety even after he apologized, since they were in a private hospital room and no one would be able to hear her if she yelled. Given his position of authority, she was concerned that Diddy would fabricate an event and say she was in a vehicle accident in order to get people to believe him. Diddy helped Kim recover during the next 6 months, but it was obvious he was trying to regain control over her. Kim said that while she had been going to movie auditions, things had not gone according to plan because of Diddy's meddling or the fact that she was seeing someone on the set. Ironically, it said that a producer who had assisted her in getting ready for her auditions had passed away due to illness, for the same reason that some people thought Kim's death was exaggerated. This was just one illustration among many. Kim's account presents a picture of a very domineering and often unpleasant guy. She detailed in her letter how Diddy had wiretapped her residence, tapped her phone lines, and hired someone to keep a close eye on her. She also spoke about how he had secluded her and exploited her. Their twins remained in Diddy's complete care, but Kim threatened to expose him if he attempted to take her children away. Kim's book delves into the darkest side of Diddy's life. She said that, in an effort to appease Diddy, he had her do humiliating chores like strapping on, which caused her to cry uncontrollably by herself. Additionally, she said that Diddy planned to kill Notorious B.I.G. and Tupac Shakur in order to get the rights to their music. You may be sure that we will discuss this case in greater detail later on. As is now well known, pneumonia was the official reason of Kim Porter's death, but there was much more to her illness than first seemed. Given that poisons were discovered in her body, the initial coroner's report raised the possibility that she had been poisoned, increasing the probability of a homicide. When certain poisons generate symptoms that are similar to those of heart attacks and pneumonia, it may be difficult to determine the official cause of death. Kim's family allegedly informed the FBI of their suspicions of foul play and started discussing a wrongful death lawsuit against Diddy. 6 friends and 3 relatives have previously been questioned by the FBI, which has urged them to remain silent about the probe. In addition, there are alarming reports that Kim's death was staged. Contrary to the official account of a peaceful pneumonia death, an anonymous source claims that blood was discovered on Kim's pillows and that there was a blood trail from her bedroom to the bathroom. Rumour has it that her defenseless 911 call went ignored. In addition, a lot of people know that Kim Porter last made a 911 call at 2:43 a.m, but her corpse wasn't discovered dead until later that morning, at about 11 a.m. That's what Kimora Simmons says, but hang on, there's more to this intricate network. Fans speculate that Diddy may have physically attacked Kim because of her relationship with Shakir Stewart, who was the only man Kim was publicly involved with outside Diddy. There have probably long been allegations that Diddy had something to do with Shakir's death. According to insiders, Diddy went crazy when he found out that Kim and Shakir were having an affair. Shakir was allegedly tracked down by Diddy to his hotel, where he was accosted unattended and severely assaulted. Insiders claim that despite his polished public image, Diddy is not who he looks. Shakir was shot and found dead a few weeks after this alleged incident. While the authorities ruled that Tupac Shakur committed suicide, Shakur's close friends and family vehemently disagree, accusing Diddy of having more knowledge about the case than he has revealed. Furthermore, we're still far from done. The newly made public pages also depict Diddy abusing Kim Porter in a way that strikingly parallels his treatment of Cassie. To refresh your memory on Diddy's brutal treatment of Cassie, let's go over a few of her lawsuits and incidents from their time together. A plethora of court proceedings and mishaps for Cassie revealed the less pleasant elements of her relationship with Diddy, including physical altercations and harassment charges. The issues Cassie encountered provide an unsettling window into Diddy's personal life. Cassie said that she had a really difficult time trying to leave Diddy. Diddy allegedly began assaulting Cassie in her own home, which marked a striking uptick in hostile conduct, according to the lawsuit. During the fight, which apparently included punches, kicks, and stomping, Cassie is said to have suffered visible wounds including bruises, broken lips, black eyes and bleeding. Furthermore, according to the lawsuit, Diddy forced Cassie to have intimate meetings with other people, which he reportedly recorded for his own entertainment. In addition, Cassie's court documents state that Diddy forced her to carry a revolver in her purse, which increased the danger and stress. The case continues by claiming that Diddy introduced Cassie to a lifestyle that was too dependent on drugs and alcohol. According to Cassie, Diddy coerced her into getting fictitious prescriptions so he could fund his own addictions. CNN even disclosed Diddy's disgusting behavior, which was caught on camera and supports every allegation made by Cassie in her lawsuit. However, Cassie has mostly avoided the limelight even after her lawsuit against Diddy was resolved. But in the background, she has continued to work with law enforcement, focusing on Diddy's investigation, particularly in light of the mysterious circumstances surrounding Kim Porter's death. Interestingly, there are whispers that Cassie was the friend who revealed the details of Kim Porter's memoirs. This book highlighted the horrifying and unnerving ways Diddy is said to have mistreated and controlled her, illuminating the darkest side of his behavior. The disturbing details from Kim's book appear to be connected to Cassie's own encounters with Diddy, making a terrifying analogy to the mistreatment Cassie endured. Christian Combs has been profoundly impacted by the drama unfolding. Insiders claim that Christian is reconsidering his mother's death, especially in light of the parts of the book that reveal a side of Diddy that he was unaware of. Christian could end up going out against Diddy and assisting the cops because he feels so badly duped. He was recently seen wearing a Forever KP shirt, perhaps in an effort to further the legal proceedings around his mother. Now, although it's clear that Christian Combs is motivated by a great sense of justice for his mother, it's important to realise that this situation may not be as unique as it seems. For years, Diddy has been the sole person connected to Kim Porter's untimely death, which has many in the industry concerned. Jaguar Wright has been among the vocal critics. When she indicated that Diddy was trying to cover up his involvement in Kim Porter's death, she did not mince words. Jaguar brought out many inconsistencies in the official inquiry, causing one to wonder about the manner in which Kim's passing was managed. Just before Kim passed away, Cassie and Kim Porter are said to have had a secret chat in which Kim reportedly gave Cassie damning and private information about Diddy. After Kim Porter passed away, her ex-partner Albie Shaw also offered commentary. He said that recent events were starting to make sense to him on Instagram as he reflected on how reality appears to copy art and vice versa. According to reports, Cassie utilised this knowledge as leverage to permanently distance herself from Diddy. Albie had shown serious concerns for Kim's safety when he revealed that she had confided in him about feeling scared and threatened, and that he had even suggested that she contact the FBI for protection. It was purportedly related to this inquiry that Kim Porter's phones, computers and other equipment were taken during a recent raid on premises. There's more, though professionals and admirers alike surmise that the current inquiry into Kim Porter's death may reveal startling details about the other purported victims associated with Diddy. Diddy has been accused of being involved in the murders of iconic people like Tupac Shakur on several occasions throughout the years. It has been alleged that Cassie knew the federal authorities were investigating Kim's true circumstances. The notorious Big and Keef D together, the Tupac Shakur case has received more attention lately, especially in light of Keef D's recent arrest in Las Vegas, which has generated discussions. Prominent members of the music business like as 50 Cent have alluded to a potential link between Diddy and Tupac's murder. In 2006, a second witness corroborated Keef D's claims and provided validity to his claims. Keef D has said that Diddy offered the Crips a sizable reward in return for Tupac's deportation. During his re-examination, Los Angeles investigator Greg Kading, who is well recognized for his probe into Biggie's murder, has also uncovered fresh material. Evidence of Diddy's participation from 1997 was found by Kading. Diddy allegedly attempted to bribe the Southside CPS to attack both Tupac and Suge Knight, according to an informant from that era. Another source substantiated this assertion by revealing that Diddy had recruited the Crips to target both Tupac and Suge. This source claims that the idea was rushed to the MGM Grand from Sushi's Vegas nightclub, where it was initially intended to go. These disclosures may connect Diddy to some of the most infamous and unresolved cases in hip-hop history, in addition to adding to the mystery surrounding Kim Porter's murder. What are your thoughts? Pages, please view our other videos for more content like to this, subscribe, and leave a comment below while you wait for future updates.